You throw it just like a baseball. It curves, and it's so safe. You can bat or throw it anywhere, indoors or out. Here, Whitey shows you how to throw curves immediately, just like a major leaguer, with the fabulous original Wiffle ball. Use an overhand delivery with all the Wiffle holes on the left, and your pitch will curve to the left. Throw the Wiffle ball with the holes on the right for a breaking curve right. For a curving upshoot, deliver sidearm with the Wiffle holes on the top. For a major league drop, pitch sidearm with the holes on the bottom. It's that simple. Watch Jimmy curve the ball. Johnny's learned too. So pitch and bat like a big leaguer with the original Wiffle ball and bat. Get Wiffle paddywhackers too.
Why wouldn't you, man? Why wouldn't you?
That's the greatest.
Fabulous stuff. Wiffle ball is our topic here on Between the Lines, as we've got a big event coming up, and we're going to be broadcasting live on Friday from Wiffle at the Hollow. It's all part of Mash Plastic and Wiffle. Bill Brandmeyer's here from the Sharewaves Foundation. Dan Deeble, the commissioner of Wiffle ball, as I understand it.
Yeah, self-proclaimed, Kevin.
Self-proclaimed,
you know, I
commissioner?
rule with an iron or a plastic fist, you know.
I like that. Great to have you guys here. Friday afternoon, we're going to be asking our listeners to come by and take a crack at this. This has got
Yeah,
Easton
I
logo on it.
brought you a little plastic.
Here's how it works, Kevin. You show up with your favorite plastic bat, or you grab one of the bats that we got there. You show up with your cash or credit card. You get signed up, $8.10, get you 60 seconds to hit as many home runs as possible. Anyone and everyone, young and old, novice, if you've never played wiffle ball or you bombed it all your life, come on out, be the first one to be at the event. You get signed up. The top 3 finalists get to come back the next day and compete against an all-star lineup of home run hitters under the lights, on TV. They're going to get interviewed by Mitch Holtis. They're going to be part of this whole spectacle. It is a private party. You can't get in. It's sold out. And it's just going to be a fabulous event, and we're going to have you there to help, and we're really excited.
Yeah, totally great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday. This will be fun. And so our listeners can just come by and make a donation. And how will the format work, Dan? And who they bring their own pitcher? Who pitches to them? How does it all
You
work?
can bring your own pitcher. We'll have a pitcher there for you. You can just first come, first serve. Minimum donation of $8.10. You get 60 seconds to mash as much plastic as you can, right? And then the top 3 finalists, as Bill mentioned, will advance the next day to play under the big lights on live TV. Under the watchful eyes, George Brett, Mitch Holtis, Matt Beasler, and other Royals Hall of Famers. So it's a big deal.
Okay, and so if you want to, if there's a line, you get back in line and do it as many times as you want, as long as you keep donating, right?
Yeah, as many times as you want. No more than 3 times in a row. But I'm telling you, I mean, have you swung the plastic in a while?
No, I'm thinking the best chance here for people is bring $80, okay?
Yeah.
And take your first 9 minutes to practice, and the last minute is your real shot. Right?
Well, I mean, the physics of it, there's not a lot of resistance when you're swinging this like that, and so you get exhausted.
Really?
You know, the torque is, it's a different deal, but it's just a blast. It's going to be a party-like atmosphere. We're going to have Bull Creek Barbecue out there, championship award-winning barbecue, body armor, hydrations. We're going to have Charlie Hustle. They have printed some custom limited edition t-shirts for purchase, and the proceeds go to Sharewaves.
Right. Well, yeah, and Sharewaves is going to continue to partner with other nonprofits that are doing sports to make a difference in the world. And using sports to make a difference is really not only fun, but it's also super effective. You don't have to wear a suit and tie to this event. This is one of the things.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's
Come as
fun.
you are.
Normal game.
Come as you are. And the battle within.
Yeah.
Which is a
Exactly
really
right.
big deal. And Dan, I know that's near and dear to you. Is that
Yeah.
your choice each year? Who decides exactly where this is going to be directed?
Well, kind of the steering committee. We just and a lot of the folks that are super involved are either first responders or have been military veterans, and they've gone through in defending our countries and helping our society. They've gone through a lot of trauma, and the battle within comes alongside folks who are trying to figure out life on the battlefield and off the battlefield. And the amount of breakthrough they're experiencing through the battle within has just been tremendous. So that's why I jumped on. I'm just like, I want to be a part of that.
Did you get involved in this through your work? I know you're the lead pastor at Heartland Community Church.
Yeah,
Did you have
that's right.
military personnel and first responders and people that came to you and needed help or guidance or
Well, you know,
maybe faith issue?
Yeah, well, yes and no. The
Okay.
Wiffle thing happened in my backyard.
Right,
We
I
can talk
understand,
about
yeah.
that. But I'll tell you what, like I had one guy come up after a service, and he just shouted, "I've been serving overseas, and I've I've got a lot of issues. He had a young daughter with him, had a fiance with him, and he just like stared in my soul, and it's just like, I need help. I don't know how to do this. Meaning, I don't know how to do life. And I was so grateful that I had to battle with that. And I had guys that have gone through that, both his experience and have gone through the program, to be able to connect them together. By the next morning, they were on the phone. By later that afternoon or the next day, they were sharing a cup of coffee. And I got to see it just in action. I haven't served. I haven't walked through their shoes and their battle. But to be able to connect them to men and women who have, man, what a reason.
Blessing, yeah, no, that's really cool. Okay, tell me a little bit about the park. The Wiffle at the Hollow. Okay, 52nd Street. This is by Loose Park. Where are you? 52nd and Warnell?
And Warnell, right across from the duck pond. Kevin, this thing, I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this is Joe Ongashik. It's his front yard. He could have put $1 million home on this thing.
Right.
Instead, he put a wiffle ball field in his front yard.
Why
as
not?
one would do.
Why not? Right? If you love wiffle ball, why not?
And I got to just brag on Joe. One of his mission statements in life is creating environments to share. So he created a wiffle ball in the front yard for the kids of the neighborhood, and for guys like me, middle-aged man named Dan, who drives by, and I call him like, Joe, you've got like sliding pits in your front yard. Could we play there? Because
we're there doing planning meetings, and kids are showing up and going into the pool in the backyard. There's basketball. There's a rack of balls ready for kids to come play basketball. He's got 4 or 5 different areas where he just turns it loose.
Now probably should say this isn't an invitation to all of Kansas City to come jump in the pool.
Right.
But that is Joe's heart, and we started a wiffle ball league, an adult wiffle ball league called KC Wiffle. And I asked Joe, could we start playing there? And it was on a Friday night at a game there at the Hollow that this idea was really birthed. Hey, could we do some good with the perforated plastic?
And you can.
And you can. Yeah. Our slogan is "Play Wiffle, Save the World."
Okay. And if you build it, they will come. So
Exactly
Joe built
right.
it, and Friday we want everybody to come. This is an open invitation to everybody in Kansas City to come by on Friday
That's
afternoon. Bring at least $8.10. That's all we're asking. And you can step up to the plate they've got everything you need. Just come as you are. Even if you work at a bank with a suit and a tie.
Yes.
Kick your shoes off, roll your pant legs up, come on out barefoot, and just let her rip, man.
Yeah.
Dig in for 60 seconds and see what you got. I'll bet 90% of everybody listening right now played wiffle ball at some point.
Everybody has a story.
Yeah, everybody's got a
we
story.
walked in. Todd's telling us stories. Nate Bucati had stories.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
You just put the plastic in their hand, and it's like the nostalgia just comes back.
Cool.
And the whimsy. I mean, the rules. Like you were just sharing off air, the rules in on the tennis court.
Right. Well, not tennis court, is our driveway. We would play wiffle ball. Null was very busy. If the ball went out into Null, it's a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, right.
Really, truly.
Right.
So they're like, hey, enough of that. The ball's been getting hit out here and that sort of thing. And when I grew up, the big thing was everybody put this, I don't even know what the siding was made of. Probably aluminum. But if a wiffle ball hit it hard enough, it left a dent. And so that was the end of that. We had to modify the way we played. Now, we played some wiffle ball at Mission Park. That was totally different.
Right.
But where we played around the house, we used like a tennis racket and a Nerf ball.
That's awesome.
And turned it in because the Nerf ball wasn't going to hurt the house. And it was really home run derby. We didn't run bases or anything like that. But it was just everybody played wiffle ball and everybody somehow modified it, I think.
Well, and you have all the quirky rules and all the creativity that goes with it. And what I love about this is it's Father's Day weekend. And how many of us just go back to those times with our fathers or father figure or moms in the backyard, of course. But I mean, this is just kind of like everything coming together. The Hollow, Kevin, looks like the Field of Dreams, Cooperstown, and Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
All in one.
Just all in one. And and then you have grandsons and grandfathers and daughters and all coming together. I mean, it's just the feel-good event of the year.
There's an organ music. They're going to display the colors.
Yeah.
There's going to be the national anthem, God Bless America. I mean, it's going to be Cracker Jacks and
Sam Beckett, the former Royals organist, will be out there playing. That's the Saturday event, and that's sold out, just to be clear. But Friday, you guys will be out there doing the live remote, and it'll be kind of a food truck party.
That sounds fun.
We've gotten help from Casey Haas. Charlie Hustle stepped up. Like you said, Bull Creek Barbecue, Chateau Milk Company, Guys Chips. A lot of different sponsors getting involved, and this is the first year of the Home Run Derby, but I think we're going to just knock it out of the park, no pun intended.
Mash Plastic. Dan Deeble is here, Bill Brandmeyer from Sharewaves Foundation, and this is a really neat event for everybody. If you want to come out Friday afternoon and see us at 52nd and Warnell, it's Wiffle at the Hollow. You get 60 seconds. For a donation of $8.10 or more, you get 60 seconds to see how many home runs you can hit. And if you're one of the top 3 on Friday afternoon, you get to do what?
You get to advance to Saturday's marquee event. We're going to be broadcasting live on Spectrum. You get to hit in front of the big crowds under the big lights. Now, this is a big deal because this is the first time we're playing under the lights. I mean, this is like reminiscent of Wrigley.
That's cool.
Flipping the switch on the first day. We've been out there. We've tested it. It's awesome. And so with all the pomp and circumstance. And Kevin, that's the best part about wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Like, you take it so seriously, but you can't take yourself seriously. So middle-aged men in high stirrup socks, right, and eye black smeared all over the eyes. We had the mayor out last year, and he had the eye black, and he's sliding into second base. And, of course, George Brett doing just legendary feats from the plate. And so it just is this absolutely beautiful thing. And if you are a finalist, one of 3 finalists, you advance to play in the championship home run derby. And under the watchful eye of some pretty big time.
Be some nerves there.
Yeah, that's right.
So what are the dimensions? How far you got to hit a wiffle ball to get it out?
Well, there's a green monster in left.
Okay.
Right? So, and that's about 85 down the line, but you got a little elevation, and it's a short porch in right. So if you're lefty.
So 70?
Yeah, it's about 70, 75.
75.
Yeah, the lower fence.
How far do you guys figure Patrick Mahomes hit that softball the other day? Did you guys see that?
Yeah. No.
I saw the swing. I never saw it on the fly.
Somebody said it would have, if Alex Gordon was playing left field, medium depth left field, and just like stood there, it would have gone over his head.
Yeah.
Wow. It looked like he got good backspin on it.
That is a bomb with a softball, man. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So maybe some guys will hurt these wiffle balls. Do these get flat? Do you have to change these out?
You can flatten them. Oh yeah, you got to keep the balls fresh.
So how often are you going to freshen these up on Friday?
Oh man, we've got them in
you
full supply. I got to tell you a story about George Brett last year. So he comes up first at bat and he grabs 3 bats. Jeff Montgomery throws him 1 ball and he crushes it right over the right field fence. Next time he comes up, he grabs 2 bats and Montgomery's ready for him, so he throws him 3 balls at the same time. George picks the middle one, crushes it, gone. And there was just this sense of course he would. And thank you, George, for not only keeping the legend alive, but for growing it in this moment.
Growing the legend.
And then, of course, he did the pine tar,